we go.
Now it's under 30 seconds, 4th and 1.
Yeah.
What do you think of this play call?
This is tough.
Really good running team.
Yeah, and this is a tough throw, too. Across your body, trying to hit the guy. It's just a tough play. I mean, you had time to make the first down.
Here's Lindsey Theory with Christian Watson.
Christian, let's start off that final series. What did you see from Keyshawn Nixon coming down with that interception?
It's big time. I mean, we needed to make a play right there to end the game, and a playmaker made a play. That's exactly what we needed, man. Props to Key, and he called game.
Jordan said the cold could affect you guys in the passing game, but it didn't seem to have much effect on your connection with him.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, it's definitely cold. I was definitely feeling it, but, I mean, once you're out there and you're running routes, I mean, that's the last thing you're worried about. We're just going out there and playing ball.
4 straight for you guys, including 3 against division opponents. What did you learn about this team in this streak?
We just got to keep on going. We got to continue to stack games. I mean, we're playing really good opponents, so, props to them. But, I mean, we know what we're capable of. We just got to continue to get better each and every week.
And, Christian, what does it mean to defeat your rival here tonight?
It means everything. It means everything. I mean, this was definitely, it definitely had a different end.
The year, it's tied for the 3rd worst by any team with at least 9 wins through 13 games in the Super Bowl era. So those are 2 very conflicting stats, Coach. 9 and 4, and you see the 3rd worst by a team, -1 points differential. Now, their last 3 weeks of the season, they get the Packers again, they're hosting them, the 49ers, and the Lions.
3
But they're
playoff
9-4.
teams. Yeah,
so
3 playoff teams.
Where are you with the Bears as we approach the end of the season?
Well, I think the Bears, what they need to realize is they've accomplished a lot this season, and all they got to do is win one more game. They win one more game, they're getting in. This was a tough loss for them. The last play that was called, I mean, I'm not trying to, say if I was a coach, I'd have done this. But the decisions you have to make is this. When you're in a situation like that, do you put the ball in your quarterback's hand to allow him to maybe make a throw, or do you trust your offensive lineman and say, we got to make a yard, guys. We need to make a yard. We need to make 1 yard. Can you knock these guys off the ball? I'm old school. I'm putting it on the offensive lineman. Knock these guys off the ball, make yard. And I understand the play before that, they didn't make it. I'm giving them another chance. Knock them off the ball. We've got to make a yard to get a first down so we can keep this drive alive. So how you choose to do it, that's coaching. Coach has done a marvelous job with Caleb Williams. This guy has changed his whole career. The Bears are very competitive. They got a chance to get in the playoffs. No one imagined at this point in time of the season that the Bears would even be in it. They thought this was Green Bay and Detroit's division. Now, all of a sudden, the Bears have showed up, along with the Minnesota Vikings.
I tell you what, I love this Caleb Williams. You cannot sack him. I mean, he wriggles out of sacks. He picks up first downs, different arm slots.
Yes.
He's doing everything right now. He had another really good game. New on SportsCenter. Let's hear from the Bears quarterback after the loss.
What's up, everybody?
Just walk us through the final pass, how your eyes are seeing and your decision-making process.
Yeah, we had about 2 or 3 guys in front of, either stacking Swift or, excuse me, stacking Swift or right there with Swift. And so, rolled out and saw Cole and tried to give him a big boy ball, try and let him go up for it because I ended up seeing 25 starting to sprint. And so tried to slow him up and, kind of give him a chance in those moments. It's, got to have it moment. And they had a guy trailing me. And so didn't feel that I could go get it myself. And so just got to give Cole a better shot at it. I think, next time just extend him a little bit more and kind of lead him. But in those moments you want to put the ball in play and trust your guy or, try to have your guy go make a play and just got to give him a better ball.
Have you had a chance to rewatch it yet?
No, haven't watched it yet.
What's the feeling in the locker room now, coming so close?
Yeah. Yeah, it's frustration. Just because we shot ourselves in the foot. I think more than anything, and so I think that's where the frustration comes from. We had a great shot early in the game with the interception. Defense doing a good job, and then we kind of let them get going, and they put up some points on the board, and we had to try and rally it. And it's not always going to work in our favor. And we work our tail off to try and not have these situations. But when the situations do come, we gotta try and go make plays and try and come back and make the right plays to seal the win. Yeah, I think it's mindset, and then I think it's just execution. Small details. It's something that we spoke about that they weren't necessarily confusing us or doing anything too out of the ordinary. It's a good D coordinator, and they've been a good defense throughout this year. But and kudos to them for making the plays when needed, definitely at the end of the game. So. But I think it was more of us shooting ourselves in the foot and not making the plays and the small details. And like I said, that's something that we spoke about in the locker room before we came back out, is focus on the small details, doing our job, execution, and then, we're able to start getting on the same plays. And then, I think we had, a couple good plays that made a spark for us, and we started to get going. Yeah, I think that, kind of what I just said. It's just we needed a spark, and, we ended up having a spark with, one of the passes or we came out, run the ball well and things like that. So, I think it created a good momentum for us. And, like I said, we were executing the small details. Just saw Cole do a good job being aggressive and trying to make a play for the team. He got in front of and stacked the defender and just gave him a shot. Yeah, obviously our goal is to win every single game, and our goal is to win these games and then get to the playoffs. And so it's a playoff atmosphere, and going versus a rival and things like that. So it's good for us to be able to find ways to rally, and obviously we want to focus on having a better outcome and starting faster and all these different things. But it's definitely it's definitely useful for us for just in case we go on the road at some point and in the playoffs and things like that. It's something that we're going to use in the future and throughout my career. But we got to focus on this next game coming up to get to that point.
Next game coming up, the Browns, and then it's this gauntlet that you were talking about where what is it? The Packers, 49ers, Lions. That's good and bad news. It's bad news because there's very tough teams. It's good news that these are teams you're fighting for in the playoffs. So if you beat them, you sort of take care of your own business. You don't have to worry about anybody else.
Correct. It's really, when you look at this division, I've always said this in the NFL, and I say this as a former player and as a coach. The number's 10. How fast can I get to 10? They got a 4-game season left. Can they get to 10? They get to 10 wins, generally. Seattle last year didn't get in when they had 10 wins. Generally, you win 10 football games in this National Football League, you're in the playoff hunt. So they're in the hunt. Remember, no one expected this out of Chicago Bears. I'm just telling you. We can sit here and say, oh, they're the Bears. No one. They thought this is Green Bay Packers, Detroit Lions, maybe the Minnesota Vikings, and the Bears will be a little bit better this year. Until this game, the Bears were leading this division. They're still in it.
Yeah. Oh, they're a wild card team right now. The last wild card team, but they are a wild card team as we speak, and they have been impressive, that's for sure, but it didn't go their way. The winning coach, Matt LaFleur, new on SportsCenter.
Well, that was a heck of a football game. Got to give the Bears a ton of credit. We knew that it was going to be a tough challenge, and it was exactly that. It took a full 60 minutes, and we're fortunate that we made a play when we needed to at the end of the game. But, it was a back-and-forth battle, particularly in that second half.
I'm sure you don't want to get crying, but what does Micah Parsons have to do to draw a holding penalty?
I guess I don't know. I don't know. I thought there was one that certainly was questionable, to say the least, but apparently the officials disagree. So it is what it is, and we just got to continue to strain and fight and try to get to the quarterback.
What kind of answer did you get on that when you were pointing to the scoreboard and talking to the ref there at that timeout?
Yeah, I'm not going to get into what we were talking about. I just, officials, I don't think that their jobs are easy by any stretch. I think it is a difficult job, but, I guess I don't know what holding is anymore, because I thought that was pretty clear and obvious hold, but I guess I don't know what that means.
Yeah, having to see these guys again in like 13 days, what do you tell the guys about this one and then, what's to come?
Yeah, it is what it is. Like, you just got to move on to the next game, and we got a great test in front of us going to Denver. I'm not sure if they won today or not, but they did. All right. So, what are they, 11-2 now or whatever it is?